Hi, everyone. This is your girl, Tiffany. Thank you all for tuning in. Welcome to my channel, The Mix. I am your host, owner, and creator of this channel. Okay, this is a continuation. This video is a continuation of who RKelly's appeals attorney is, Jennifer Bonjean. Okay, let me go ahead and just get right into it. This lady is a beast, you guys. Based on the many online articles I've read, it's all out there, public information, internet, many different various websites. I also think I read um, someone quoted like she was a pit bull in a skirt. So hopefully this is not offensive to anyone, this metaphor or phrase. However, in my opinion, this just speaks to her knowledge, skills, and tenacity as an attorney, a defense attorney. Okay, so who is she? Who is Jennifer Bonjean? Well, according to Martindale, remember this is one of the websites I go to try to, which I'm probably going to X this out because lately I haven't been able to find a couple some information on a couple attorneys, but according to martindale.com, nothing came up. Nothing came up on Jennifer Bonjean. So either, again, like I said, with this particular website, it's as good as the users or someone who's loading information onto the site about said person, about the attorney. So again, I equate it to like LinkedIn, but there was no information on her on that. However, according to the ARDC of Illinois, Ms. Jennifer is licensed to practice not only in Illinois, but also New York. And her bio seems to be very impressive from her website. Oh gosh, I just enjoy legal talk and just digging deep and finding out information about an attorney's credentials and their cases. It's just fascinating to me. I really enjoy that part, and also how they navigate through the court system, the legal system. So, but according to Jennifer's website, let me just this is like an excerpt from her website, Bonjean Law Group. .com. Jennifer Bonjean is the owner and founder of Bonjean Law Group, PLLC. She is a seasoned attorney with extensive experience in criminal defense and civil rights litigation. Bonjean also specializes in appellate and post convictions. Her passion and tenacity drives her to aggressively fight for individuals who have been wronged by the criminal justice system. Bonjean works tirelessly to reverse the convictions of innocent people wrongly incarcerated. She is also committed to exposing her rampant police and prosecutorial misconduct. And I think I discussed this in previous, I was going to say interviews. Oh, goodness gracious. Previous video about what constitutes an appeal, what is looked at when an attorney is filing an appeal, and constitutional violations, prosecutorial misconduct, all of that. I kind of touched on the basics or whatever. So it says this about Jennifer Bonjean on her website, her law group's website. She is committed to exposing the rampant police and prosecutorial misconduct that often leads to wrongful convictions. In 2014, in the Chicago Innocence Project awarded Jennifer the Humanitarian of the Year award for her work on Stanley Rice appeal. Oh, that sounds so familiar. She grew up in Valparaiso, Indiana, and received a bachelor's of arts degree in music from DePaul University of Chicago. So she's kind of like has a connection to Illinois, and it's it's interesting because when I was probably a preteen, um, I attended this church and on the west side of Illinois, Chicago. Nevertheless, I attended this church and we all went on a college like tour to this campus in Valparaiso, Indiana. It's probably Valparaiso, Indiana. So it was really beautiful. I wish I would have went on to college right after high school, but I went right into the workforce and later on advanced my educational career in the legal field. I am not an attorney. I do not practice law, and my views and opinions are just that, and my commentary on all these different legal cases and subject matters. But Based off of what I read, Jennifer Bongine, she is the truth. She is the truth. Okay, so her bio is very impressive. And like I said, just go over to her website. Her area of practice is civil, like I think I mentioned that, civil defense and criminal law. Years practice. Well, according to the Illinois ARDC, she's been admitted to practice since 1999. So, yeah, a couple decades. So she's like this, she said on her site, she's well seasoned. Her clients, who were Jennifer's clients? She's done a lot of work and this is project work, things of that nature. So I'm quite sure I could find more information on different clients that she's represented. However, her most common celebrity clients was Bill Cosby and now R. Kelly. So those are like most of her a couple of her popular celebrity clients. So, with Jennifer Bongine leading the R. Kelly appeals case, in my opinion, I do believe there's a strong chance his convictions will be overturned. He was convicted in Chicago and in New York. I could have sworn there was a Detroit case going on, but I'm not sure where that stands. Maybe I'll do a little bit more research too. Or I don't know if they ended up dropping the case in Detroit, I think, Detroit, Michigan, something like that. I don't know. So, I'll further investigate that. But you have to look at the charges and procedural law in any case, and the process, especially with the process initiated by the district attorney, states, or prosecutors. This will constitute convictions being overturned. So, as I mentioned in my previous video, just go to my channel. For those of you who are new and listening, go to my channel and just go through some of the Tory Lanez appeal case, and you'll pick up on some information I provided in terms of what kind of constitutes an appeal, a strong appeals case. Okay, so, and I'm gonna go over there now as well. Um, However, like, were there any intentional or unintentional prosecutorial errors? Were there any constitutional violations? Were there violations on the prosecutor's end for withholding evidence? As I have stated before, I am not here to argue if someone is guilty or innocent or guilty or not. I am here for fair justice, for everyone being prosecuted fairly, especially through criminal law. So in my Nene Link's voice, you can't win playing dirty. That is not how the system works, supposed to work, which leaves me with this. For the most part, a prosecutor should color inside the lines as much as possible to avoid their cases from being overturned by a higher court. Hence, the Bill Cosby insert that example. His case was overturned. Again, Jennifer Bongine, she is the truth. I'm excited to see how this appeal process goes and the outcome. She seems to know her way around the courtroom. Quite sure she has a lot of connects. All of that to just ensure things are being processed fairly, that her clients are getting a fair chance, a fair break. Because the last thing we need, whether someone is innocent or guilty, is miscarriage of justice. It's just like, let me see an example. Oh, I think I had an example earlier. I mean, okay, for example, if someone, this is just example purposes only, if someone robs a bank and then there was enough evidence to prosecute them, the prosecutors cannot or should not be doing anything unethical to ensure a conviction. You just can't. You don't supposed to. I mean, it's not. I can say all day you can't, but you don't supposed to. And do it happen? Absolutely. Should it happen? No. Even if you know that the person is guilty, but it's chess, not checkers, you know. So you have to be competent enough, have the wherewithal, like all of that, to be able to successfully prosecute a case without coloring outside the lines, as I stated before in my previous videos. You want to color inside the lines as much as possible to avoid wrongful convictions, avoid convictions from being overturned, miscarriage of justice. And Jennifer Bongine, she did an interview. You can find it on YouTube somewhere. But she has, I guess, a formula she goes by in terms of selecting what clients' cases, because she said she communicated that she passed on a lot of cases, but she has a formula. A formula, like a standard that she models or incorporated in her business, her firm, is that if in one of them, I think one of her points is, was there a miscarriage of justice? She don't, like, it's like I just said, it's not about guilty or innocent. It's about prosecuting correctly, properly, following the procedures, you know. So if there is a error, whether it be inadvertently done or purposely done, and it constitutes as a miscarriage of justice, then that would be, I'm sure, that in other points she used to say, hey, I'll go ahead and take this case because my client or this person didn't get a fair trial or a fair shake in the court system. So there you have it. I'm excited to report more information on the R. Kelly appeals case. I noticed too that she took over the appeal. It's been really quiet in these internet streets. So there's not a lot of information, which honestly to me is a good thing because you don't want, um, although the trial has came and went, you don't, and it's like at this point it's the appeal process, it's the appeal case, so judges at a higher level will be reviewing this, and for the most part, to my understanding, the judges are not like really connected to like the internet, especially a lot of these older judges, and I say that respectfully. So it will be interesting to see how everything maps out in the outcome of R. Kelly's appeal case, and I'm sure Jennifer Bunching has a lot to unpack, a lot to unravel. Do I believe if there was a miscarriage of justice or constitutional violations or errors made, and things of that nature? Heck yes, it's obvious. And I'm not going it back or getting into the details. I'm just focused on the appeal process. And like I said before, it's just like if you had a family member, you don't want someone railroading one of your family members, whether they're guilty or not. That's just not how the justice system is supposed to work. So yeah, with that being said, like I said, she seems to have everything on lock in terms of the information that's being exposed to the media, which is not much during the appeal process. However, once I receive more news or if developing or new information is reported, then I'll be here on the mix, bringing it to you, giving you my commentary, my opinions and perspective on what's going on and all of that good stuff. So thank you guys for tuning into my channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. Those of you who are digitally passing through, oh, why don't you just go ahead and hit the subscribe button? Just hit it. Hit it one time. That's it. And then share it. Then share with somebody and share. You could share through email, you could share through text message, you could share through your social media platforms, and also like. So again, thank you guys for tuning in to my channel. I am your host, owner, and creator of this channel, The Mix. Talk to you soon. Bye.